third. Looking to the outside, Larjon Leg.
Now making her way on to the racetrack is number 2, American Rose, and her driver, Luke Armstrong. 2 to qualify here. In the first qualifier, there are 2 dashes of qualifiers this morning. First of 2 qualifiers this morning are behind the starting gate. 2 starters today: Articulate Jewel and Al Jones, American Rose, and Luke Armstrong. The gate's at the top of the stretch for the first qualifier. By the opening quarter, 30-4. 30-4, the opening panel for American Rose. Her lead's about 4 lengths on Articulate Jewel. By the half, 101-4. Second panel, 31 seconds even for American Rose. Articulate Jewel staying about 5 lengths off her. $131-3 by 3/4. Third panel, 29-4. American Rose has widened her lead to about 6 lengths. Articulate Jewel still pacing well. Line American Rose to go 3-1. 2-3-1 for American Rose. Horses and drivers for qualifier number 2 are now on the racetrack. Number 1 is Bout to Get Lucky with Robert Laughlin. Number 2, Go Daddy Go, and Luke Armstrong. 2 for qualifier number 2. This morning's second qualifying dash is at the top of the stretch. Inside, we have Bout to Get Lucky with Robert Laughlin. On the outside, that's Go Daddy Go and Luke Armstrong. Second qualifier, here they come. By the opening quarter, the classy veteran under tight lines, 28 seconds flat. 28 flat for Go Daddy Go. By the half, 56 and 2. 56 and 2 halfway home for Go Daddy Go. By 3/4, 129 flat. 129 flat for Go Daddy Go. Out to Get Lucky right there with him second. At the line, Boat to Get Lucky, 159 and 3. 159 and 3 for Boat to Get Lucky. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Exhibition Park Raceway. About 43 minutes to post for the first. It is the 10th live card of harness racing here in the province of New Brunswick. Today's races are conducted under the rules and regulations of the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Today's judges are Mr. Bob Wallace, Mr. Alex Monroe, and Mr. Harry Trenholm. We only have a few changes on today's card. I'll pass those along to you now. We have a scratch in race number 2. Take out the 1, Union Man Hanover, scratch due to sickness. In race number 2, number 1, Union Man Hanover, scratch due to sickness. All betting will remain in race number 2. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Your programs will list a pick 5 in race number 2. There will be no pick 5 here today at Exhibition Park. We are going to implement one, but it won't start till next Saturday. So look for that next Saturday, but no pick 5 today in race number 2. Only other change comes on the card in race number 6, horse number 6, Blood Money, barred from wagering today. All intents and purposes, Blood Money will not exist in the wagering pools today. He will race for purse money only. So Blood Money will race, but he will not be in the parimutuel pools here this afternoon at Exhibition Park. So race 6 will bet as a 5-horse field. Those are the changes that we have on today's card so far. One other note on the program. It notes that we are racing August the 6th. At 6 p.m. That is supposed to be Friday, August the 6th. The date and time are correct. It is a replacement card for the Woodstock card, which has been moved here to Exhibition Park. So we will be racing here Friday, August the 6th, post time 6 p.m. for that Friday card. On your program, it says Saturday, August the 6th. The Saturday is incorrect. It's a Friday night. Those are the only changes on today's program. Don't forget about the handicapping contest, well underway. 3 cards left. To get yourself into the playoff position, all you got to do is crack the top 10 or bank $100, and you can start off today if you haven't already been in. Simply select 1 or 2 horses here this afternoon, place your $20 wager, fill out your ballot, and submit it, and you will be into the handicapping contest. Great prizes underway with that. Big card coming up here next Saturday. Kurt and Scott will be along. They'll be filling you in on that. Some stake races, the Walterdale Memorial as well, and look forward to that next Saturday here. It'll also be the first day of full green in New Brunswick, so we are all looking forward to that. Those are the changes. Good luck this afternoon. Post time for the first is set to go at 1 o'clock. Another note, ladies and gentlemen, race 3 today is the Keith Kamek Memorial. The Keith Kamek Memorial goes in race 3 today. There will be a cooler presentation to the winner, and we invite all friends and families of Keith's to be in the winner's circle here this afternoon for the Keith Kamek Memorial. That goes in race 3 here this afternoon.
Test 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Test 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Exhibition Park Raceway on this Saturday afternoon, July the 24th. Curtis Johnson alongside Scott Waddell here back in action after a couple-week break. Basically getting ready to, might as well say, we're kicking off the second half of our season, Scotty, and beautiful day to do it. Nice sunshine out there.
Oh, yeah, beautiful day. Track should be in great shape, so looking towards some great miles here this afternoon. 6- program getting underway at 1 o'clock.
Yes, 6 races part of our live program here this afternoon, and we'll get to that in a few moments. All kinds of stuff to absorb and to sink our teeth into here, Scotty.
Been a lot go on over
the last couple weeks. Yeah. So speaking of which, so getting me back in action here for me with a couple weeks, shake a little rust off. But that's not the case with you, because you you kept busy. You were in the broadcasting churro last weekend.
I was.
I noticed there with Sugar on the Friday and Saturday nights. I watched from home. You did a good job.
Thank you. No, it was a lot of fun. It was something different. I had never done that in that kind of format, but Sugar Doyle was doing it from Charlottetown over in Prince Edward Island from the studio, and they had an opening come up and kind of jumped at it, and so I thought I'd take a stab at it, and it was a good time. So I appreciate for Sugar taking the patience with me throughout the card, but it was a lot of fun. Some great races.
Yes, it was some really good races, some fast miles. So it was cool to watch. It was weird me hearing you do commentary sitting at home, because I felt like I wanted to talk after you were done talking. I was like, Ashley come around, looked at me, and I was saying what horse I liked in the living room all by myself.
Exactly.
But so you did a great job.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you and Sugar, you're not quite as good as tandem as you and I.
Well,
but hey,
no, I mean, at least you and I, we can see each other. Down there, we're kind of at a disadvantage, but no, it was a lot of fun, and like you say, some great racing, and like, what about Woodmere Steel Deal? I mean, he's got beat his first start. I happened to see that race over Governor's Plate, his first start, and it was a good, I guess, tightener for him, because he came back last week, that big mile, 52-2, and Mark was just kind of sitting with him. So scary what that horse can do, and I don't know if they're going to look towards Ontario towards the end of the year or whatever, but Little Birdie told me that we may see him here for Burial McIsaac.
I was just going to allude to that. I think we're hearing that could be, he might be making the trip here to St. John for next week, which would be great. Which would be a great thing. So again, yes, Burial McIsaac, we will get to that a little bit here as well. So yes, that was a great week. That was especially that second night there with some track records falling. Geez, seemed like every second race they were putting up a new record. So
the B-Stake going at 53-2. Like, I was sitting there and I said, where am I? Like, it's hard to believe we're sitting in the Maritimes. Like,
that's right.
B-Stakes going in 53-2, and then and then of course Time to Dance is track record, and what a mile that was, and so just some great racing, and but nice to be back here though today.
Yes, absolutely. Get back here on New Brunswick soil and get some racing. And speaking speed and speaking New Brunswick, let's give a little shout out to Emperor.
Yes,
the pride of the Jeff Lewis Stable, Emperor, and his big trip that he went last Sunday in Summerside. That was quite a performance, was it not?
Oh my gosh! I watched that from home last week, and wow! Like, when he made that move up the backstretch, it was KD Overdrive was actually in there, and anyway, he got by him, and he was just all by himself, and Jeff was of course tickled pink with the mile, but what a trip! A season's best for him, of course. We're going to see him later in our top class when he's got to tangle with the Bearcats today when you go that kind of trip. So it's gonna be interesting here at the end of the day. But good for Jeff though, nice guy, and he's got a nice horse there.
Yes, absolutely. 154-2, great trip on him. So yes, we will see him in our top class here coming up in race number 6 this afternoon. See him and Blood Money tangle up there at the mile. We'll see how that goes today. So now we're going to shift to the old handicapping challenge, Scotty. We're going to get put that back into the focus. We've kind of had a couple weeks for everybody to settle down, get ready for the second half run here, moving on to the playoffs.
This week and next week, correct?
This week and next week, couple
cards left before the playoff cutoff.
Yeah.
And of course, looking at our standings right now, Jen Ritchie, who was an early season leader, has now moved back to the top of the list here. Track announcer Brock McCachran second. Yours truly coming in at third. Ronnie Chamberlain in fourth, and you round out the top five, Scotty.
I made it just ahead of Harold.
Just ahead of Harold. That's a big thing. You just want to keep him.
I just want to beat Harold. Yeah. I mean, that's my goal here every Saturday is to beat Harold, wherever you are, Harold.
So again, plenty of time to get in on the action on that one. Of course, as you all know from the weeks previous, you can buy, it costs $20. You can buy it on one horse or as many as two horses in $5 increments of a $5 win in place or $10 win in place or $20 to win on a horse. And of course, whatever you win and as your wager, those points go towards your bankroll to get you in the list here. Of course, top 10 make it to our playoffs when we hit that cutoff line. And we had also brought in a couple of weeks back that if you were able to get your bankroll to $100, you were also able to get into the playoffs. So that's a focus, even if you're maybe just outside the top 10, is just to get that bankroll to $100, and then you will qualify for the playoff format. So again, you can fill out your ballot that's in the program, give it to your ticket seller when you buy your tickets, and then we'll get her started for today. So it'll be good to see how it shakes out. It was a little bit of a trouble with me back and forth. I didn't know where to make a pick today.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, as Ed Brock mentioned earlier, Blood Money is going to be barred from betting today.
From betting, yeah.
He's in the top class in the last race, so he's not eligible for anybody to take as a shot. I was kind of thinking early before I knew. I was thinking maybe I just throw the 20 on him and just let it go to get points on the board. But I'm forced into making a couple different decisions now. So anyway,
I've got mine.
You've
but,
got yours. I've got it done too, and we'll reveal later in the card as to where those picks fell. Anyway, so that's our handicap and challenge. That was after week 5 standings. Now autumn gold standings as well. Scotty, another thing here back, and after the last day we raced here, we end up with thank you all my fans getting to the top of the leaderboard with horses like Woodmere Ideal Art, Blood Money that had gone over for the Governor's Plate, so they weren't here for a couple weeks. So thank you all my fans is our new leader. Yeah,
Woodmere Ideal Art is second, Blood Money back in third. Then KD Overdrive we'll see to this afternoon, and Paris Bow as well in action. So they're sitting in our top 5.
Yes, that's our autumn gold standings going on all season long here at Exhibition Park. Of course, each horse gets 500 points per start and also a point for each dollar made in purse money to go to their standings towards some elevated purses in the fall for some good races there towards the end of our season. Race 3 today will be coming up. Cooler presentation. It is the Keith Kamek Memorial. Scotty, we got the blanket here. We just looked at it with some familiar colors on it.
Yeah, the black and gold.
It's great to see a race for Keith. He passed away earlier this year, way too young.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. But we will definitely honor him here today with a race with a blanket.
Yeah, that's coming up as race number 3, and there'll be a number of people here, and it's good to have a race in his honor here today.
Yes, absolutely. So cooler presentation will be the winner of that third race. And we also have, Scotty, some young horses debuting today. We looked at, we've got 3 2-year-olds in our first race. Being your first 3 horses, I guess the Circumstances and Big Time Brawler both making their debut. Mm-hmm. Theodore J. Down does have 1 start under his belt and a B stake in Summerside. But it's always exciting time of year to see the 2-year-olds come out and to see who's got the gusto. Yeah, Big Time Brawler, decent qualifier there, 5 and piece for Mitch Downey last quarter, 29-3, and Theodore J. Down does have that 1 start at Summerside and pace a mile in 2:04-3 last quarter under 30 seconds, and Rick's got 3 qualifying trips into the 2 horse, so she's gaining experience each and every week. So they've got the top 3 posts here in the upcoming first race. Yes, sir. That's just that's again one of our the races of our 6-year part of our live portion simulcast racing all this afternoon and this evening of all the best tracks in North America, harness and thoroughbred alike, and of course favorite of course for our maritime players, Red Shore, Charlottetown, and Summerside. 30 races over the next
Yeah.
24 hours, all kinds of action for you to get in on. And 15 races tonight in Charlottetown, all overnighters. And you say, well, why is it overnighters? That's because all the stakes are tomorrow. The PEI Colt Stakes are going Summerside tomorrow. And Scotty, we just said off camera that you're going to take a little trip across the bridge
Yeah,
again,
I'm going to take a trip across the bridge there. And, it's always great to see the 2-year-old youngsters race. And to have a big card like that, 15 races of, all stake races is just kind of a dream for a race fan to watch these youngsters go, and looking forward to getting over there and seeing the action up close and seeing some of the 2-year-olds. And that one Earl Smith, what a colt he's got there, 55, and one he went over Truro there, and some nice colt, that fella.
Yes, absolutely. So all kinds of races. A 2-year-old galore tomorrow. Great card tonight at Summerside. Great entertainment coming up over the next 24 hours in Prince Edward Island. All kinds of, for our simulcast patrons, all kinds to wager on. Speaking of wagering, it's supposed to be this week, but we are going to next week start our first ever Pick 5.
Pick 5,
and you definitely would know about that, being on the Truro broadcast last week. It was fairly successful. They had a couple of nights with a carryover, and they ended up having 4,000 bet into that pool that last night, and it was a good bet for sure.
Yeah, somebody knocked that one off there, almost $4,100, and the other one was $1,000 guarantee, so it went very well. So it'd be nice to start it up, especially next week for our big card here featuring the Walterdale.
Yes, great day for us to put it in as well. And you had mentioned the guarantee. We were also going to be having a guarantee $1,000 pool for that race. So that's some good action. Can't wait to see a part of that. It's hard to handicap one race, so I'm going to run 5 of them together. So, but
absolutely,
definitely be an exciting bet. That'll be taking place with our card next week. And speaking of our next card next Saturday, stake time, as we were just talking about. Stake time shifts here. Barry McIsaac once again coming back. And, of course, last year everybody remembers the $40,000 purse that was raced for last week. And we have total purse money in excess of that again today or tomorrow or next week. And, and as well, we're looking to throw the Walterdale Memorial in for the aged horses. So very exciting card of racing that we're going to have on tap here next week. Yeah,
because normally I know a lot of horsemen that will be coming over for the Barry McIsaac have most of them have good top-class horses, right. So they'll have an opportunity to throw an extra horse on if they're coming over for the stake race, of course. And, Walterdale, one of the oldest free-for-all races in Canada, and get a chance to race in that hopefully next week. And love to see anybody that wants to come over from, from Truro. Some nice horses down there we seen in the Cup there last weekend, and, some nice horses on the island too. So see if we can get a solid field for next week, and of course might see one Woodmere Steel Deal perhaps here next week.
It'd be interesting. Of course, a lot of people wondering about taking on him, as being an uphill climb. But as we were just talking to Brock off camera, little added incentive for the fillies this year.
Yes.
For coming over, some guaranteed money. Even regardless of finishing position. Yeah. Be some elevated, get a good purse check. I think he said it was 2,000 and 1,000.
2,000 and 1,000, which is nice because it allows guys that maybe have a filly that weren't thinking about bringing one over, but if there's an added incentive like that to do it, then it certainly goes a long way helping to get them here.
Yes, absolutely. You don't see the girls taking on the boys too often. As we were also talking about saying situations when you could think of it, and we mentioned
the Hambletonian and races like that.
There's been a couple of fillies take that prize home over the last few years. So it's not to say it's impossible. For sure. So so that'll be next week, and breeders as well. Coming up next week with eliminations, of course, final to be raced later this fall as well.
Exactly.
So it's all kinds of action next week. What a great day. It's going to be the 31st of July. It's going to be the go green light.
Yes, no mass next week. I think we should have a little celebration here next week.
It should be a great day.
Maskless week next week.
Yes, exactly. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates.
I know.
And we could have ourselves a great card. Definitely going to be our best card of the year.
Yeah,
absolutely. Here at Exhibition Park next week, next Saturday. So that's just a little bit of a recap of the goings-ons this year, all kinds that we've had to talk about. Of course, 50/50 tickets are on sale here this afternoon. You can get your tickets $5 a piece from your ticket seller, and we guaranteed a $100 prize on that. We'll be drawing for that prize at the completion of our 5th race. If you're here with us today, out here out front, you can tune in on your FM dial 98.3 FM to tune in to the races. And of course, you can bet here on site at any of our simulcast locations in New Brunswick, or of course, just as easy as hpibet.com from your mobile device. You can wager on there. So we've got, looking at the clock here, we've been talking about 20 minutes, Scott.
I know, 12 minutes to go.
I'll tell you, we've been rolling right along here. 13 minutes to post for race number 1. Starters will be on track, including those 2-year-olds we were talking about earlier. They'll be on the track in a few moments. And as soon as they do, Scotty and I will be back, do a little bit of handicapping for you and take a look at the first half of your Daily Double.
And like to take a moment to send a special birthday wish out today. It's for Monday, July the 19th. Don Bierstro of Fredericton. Anybody familiar with Fredericton Raceway over the years? Don Bierstro, a starter for many, many years over up at Fredericton Raceway, and also did some starting, of course, here in St. John's. So special birthday salute to one of the nice guys and one of the veterans of harness racing here in the province of New Brunswick, Don Bierstro. Celebrated his birthday on July 19th. And again, a starter here for many years, both in St. John and at Fredericton Raceway. Post time now set at 11 minutes for race number 1, our first of 6 live dashes. Your betting features on race 1, Daily Double, Exactor, Win in Place, and Triactor. And there are your program selections on your monitors now if you're watching from home with our picks. And Kurt and I will have a look at our selections coming up. And race secretary Gerard Smith going with 5-3-1 here in the first race. Roland Peg, Big Time Brawler, and the rail entry, Theodore J. Down. Coming up on 10 minutes here for race number 1, first of 6 live on this beautiful Saturday afternoon at Exhibition Park Raceway in St. John.
Tension on the backstretch, all horsemen. The tattoo guy, who's now the microchip guy for horses, Steve McLeod, will be in Woodstock and in Moncton this Wednesday. So if there's any horses in the Woodstock or Moncton area, aged horses all have to be microchipped by the end of this season. Keep that in mind. They do have to be ready for next year. So any aged horses not microchipped, please contact Stephen McLeod at Standardbred Canada. He will be in your area this Wednesday to do the microchipping of any aged horses in the Woodstock or Moncton area this Wednesday. Also a note, any horsemen looking for their purse checks, Vice President Harold DeFazio is around on the backstretch right now, handing out any purse checks that hadn't been handed out previously. All purse checks up to today are now out for the horsemen to be picked up. Thank you. John Davidson to the paddock right away. Johnny D to the paddock right away.
Down to 8 minutes now for wagering, around 8 minutes to post here on our first race. Again, your betting options here on the first daily double. Races 1 and 2. You also have win and place betting options along with exactor and triactor. Field of 5 here for our first race.
Starters for the first are just making their way through the yard for the post parade of race number 1. For the benefit of the late arrivals, the only changes on today's card: scratch number 1, Union Man Hanover in race number 2. That change does affect the first daily double. In the second race, number 1, Union Man Hanover is scratched due to sickness. And in race number 6, horse 6, Blood Money, barred from wagering. Blood Money will race for purse money only today, so bet race number 6 as if Blood Money is not in there. Starters for the first, now making their way through the yard for the post parade. The horses and drivers for race number 1 are now making their way onto the racetrack for the post parade. Race 1 goes for a purse of $1,000. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Number 1, Theodore J. Down, owned by Stephen Downey of Quispam Sis, a homebred of his. Steve Mason does the training. Steve Mason will do the driving from the rail. Theodore J. Down. Number 2, Circumstances, owned by Rick Armstrong and Luke Armstrong of Rossay, New Brunswick. Rick does the training. He will do the driving from post 2, Circumstances. Number 3, Big Time Brawler, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey of St. John. It's a homebred of his. Ellen Stevenson does the training. Mike Downey will do the driving from post 3, Big Time Brawler. Number 4, Coke Can Harry, owned by Euless Gallant of Cocan, New Brunswick. Euless does the training. He also will do the driving from post 4, Coke Can Harry. Number 5, Roland Peg, owned by Dale Orr of St. John, New Brunswick. Robert Orr of Oak Bay. Gordon White does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from post 5, Roland Peg. A field of 5 to contest race number 1, going for a purse of $1,000. Exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 1.
And with starters on track for our first race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest this event. First look at our 2-year-olds here, as we were talking about, alluded to in the pre-show, and I'm looking at on screen now there, the 2 of them are going to be my top 2 selections in this race. And right on screen is Big Time Brawler, as you had mentioned, Scotty. Good qualifying effort right here on July the 19th. 2:05-1 over the good track. 29-3 on the end, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey. Ellen Stevenson trains. Michael Downey is in the bike here this afternoon, and the son of sports writer. And I just think maybe right at first asking, he could be ready to go right off the bat.
Yeah, no, you took the words out of my mouth. I think first asking here for Big Time Brawler, and he's actually a full brother to Southern Governor.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Making his first lifetime start out of the mare painstakingly, no pun intended, mare. And Mitch, both the owner, the driver, of course, Ellen Stevenson trains. Mitch, the breeder on this 2-year-old son of sports writer, making his first start. And I'm like you, Kurt. I think he's going to go with him first asking here and see what the little fella can go. So we'll see how he makes out here. And race number 1, Big Time Brawler. And you're getting 3 to 4 right now on the board for Big Time Brawler.
3 to 4. He is not quite favorite because
No, almost.
2-5
Yeah.
on the board. Public choice right now is the 2-year-old filly, Circumstances, who comes in the Rick Armstrong stable. Rick co-owns with his son Luke. He trains. She was in the same qualifiers, Big Time Brawler. Just come up a quarter length short in that one in 2:05 and 1, basically identical miles, right on the money, 29 and 4 on the end.
Yep.
So as I mentioned in the preliminary picks, there's a good chance that these two are going to renew acquaintances again here this afternoon.
Yeah, nice breeding on this filly too, as well. Out of Western, out of Western Hanover mare, All-American Meadow. And she's had 3 qualifying trips. Seemed to get better each time she's gone too. So I think she's ready to step a little bit here too. So the top 2 2-year-olds in here, the 3 and the 2.
As you see, Circumstances on your screen there now as well. So yeah, I put them as the top 2 to round out the exactor. I think we differed, didn't we? And for third, did you go with Cocaine Harry and I went with Roland Peg?
No, I went with the inside horse, Theodore J. Down. Yeah, I just figured Curdy had that one start. He's got a little bit of experience. 2:04 and 3. That was a big field of horses. He was never really in the mile, but he got that trip in 2:4 and 3. So as you can see, no tickets sold on him. He is a long shot here, but. The Downey certainly no strangers to success as far as breeding young horses and bringing them along. And Steve Mason has done a tremendous job over the years with these youngsters. So this could be another one here. He just might be a little slow getting there, but don't count this horse out. He could be one to play with here in race number 1.
Yes, absolutely. Could see a possibly of having a 2-year-old triactor.
Yeah, exactly. 3-2-1. I think we were both all over 3-2-1.
Yeah,
here.
a little bit more on the of the outside too with the experience.
I know.
Not that Cocaine Harry has a great deal of experience with only the 2 starts.
Yeah,
but Roland Peg comes in with 13.
I know.
Lifetime starts, and she's got 1/3 to her credit.
Yeah.
Johnny D gets the call today for trainer Dale Orr. He co-owns Robert Orr. Gordy White, now the trainer on the daughter of Veradero Hanover. She's pacing 2 minutes and 4/5. Her last start, Kenny Murphy drove on that occasion in Summerside. Again, from the experience factor, so she's only hit the board the once, but I think, looking at some of her miles, 2-3, 2-4, that last mile, in Summerside, 2 minutes and 4/5. So if Johnny could get her off on the right foot and get her spotted, you never know, she could hit the ticket.
Oh yeah, and knock on wood, she had some braking problems down the bottom of your page there, but she seemed to come out of that. And she's been picking up, except for that last start in Summerside, she's been picking up some minor shares. So definitely could be an outside shot here with number 5, Roland Peg, as they're getting set on the backstretch.
The starters are gathering in behind the gate right now. Field of 5 to contest the event. The gate is getting into position. Wings are opening. The wheels are rolling. Next voice you hear is that of track announcer Brock McCachran, who will have the race call with today's first race.
Thanks, Kurt. Ready to kick off the card here at Exhibition Park. Race 1 starters are behind the starting gate on the turn. Field of maidens here in race number 1. Nobody's ever won a race, and that is about to change. From the inside out, we have Theodore J. Down and Steve Mason. 2, Circumstances and Rick Armstrong. 3, Big Time Brawler with Mike Downey. Cocaine Harry with Euless Gallant. Outside 5, that's Roland Peg and John Davidson. Field of 5, Green Pacers here to open up the card. Race number 1 at Exhibition Park. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Circumstances quick off the wings from the inside. Roland Peg fires from the outside. Into the first turn, Circumstances and Rick Armstrong. Roland Peg on the outside, left hard now will get away second. Big Brawler is away third. They are literally crawling coming out of the first turn as they're all chasing the 2-year-old daughter of rock and roll heaven. That's Circumstances and Rick Armstrong clear on the front. Roland Peg's right up on the bit, right there second. Third, Big Time Brawler. Fourth, Theodore J. Down. And Coke Can Harry, he can see them all. He's at the back as they roll by the opening quarter. Circumstances took them by there in a pedestrian 33-1. 33-1, the opening quarter for Circumstances. Right there second, Roland Peg right on her back. Biding his time in third, that's Big Time Brawler. Theodore J. Down finds his seat in fourth, and Coke Can Harry still at the back. Nobody's moving, and they're not going very fast as they come in front of the fans. They're chasing the 2-year-old daughter of rock and roll heaven. This is Circumstances. She's halfway home for Rick Armstrong. They were by the half, 108-1, 108-1, halfway home. It is Circumstances. The pace has to quicken from here. That is Roland Peg right there second. Big Time Brawler third. Theodore J. Down fourth, and Coke Can Harry from the back. Nobody wants to move yet. Is up the backside. Here the race is on. Circumstances inside. Outside Roland Peg. 3 wide. Big Time Brawler. The race is on now by 3/4. Circumstances inside. Roland Peg outside. 3 wide. Big Time Brawler. They went by 3/4. 139-2. 31-2 in the third. And Circumstances. The fractions have been in her favor. Her lead is a length at the top of the stretch. Roland Peg's been put away second. Big Time Brawler outside now, coming on third. Deep stretch. Circumstances. She's driving for the line. Big Time Brawler outside, but the fractions were too good. Circumstances strong to the line. Big Time Brawler a good second. Roland Peg was third. Time for the mile, 2:09-4.
There you see off the top turn, it's Circumstances and Rick Armstrong digging in here. Quarter 33-1, put them to sleep. The half 8-1, 3/4 139-2, 209-4, back half 101-3. The sports writer Colt, Big Time Brawler within a length at the wire. Roland Peg rounding out the top three is. Again, we see them coming down the home stretch here, and Roland Peg just looking for some racing room. Couldn't get through there, so John had to stay in third at the inside. And Circumstances, the 2-year-old rock and roll Hanover filly. Gate to wire trip, the sports writer Colt, Big Time Brawler on the outside. Gets within just about a length here at the finish. And Roland Peg just couldn't get through and gets back in third. So unofficially, your top 3, 2, 3, and 5. The mile 2:09-4. We'll have the winner back in just a few moments. Circumstances takes the first. Rick Armstrong, trainer driver, owning along with co-son Luke.
Now making her way back for her first photo opportunity of her career and her first lifetime start comes the winner of race number 1. It's the 2-entry Circumstances. She is a 2-year-old filly by Rock and Roll Heaven from the Western Hanover mare All-American Meadow. She's owned by Rick Armstrong and Luke Armstrong of Rossay, New Brunswick, trained by Rick and driven to victory by Rick. Put her on top all the way. Filly paced her back half today, 101-3. Last quarter, 30-2. Circumstances with a maiden victory today, 209-4. Congratulations to the connections, Rick Armstrong, Luke Armstrong, and Circumstances here in race number 1. Race number 1 is going official. Race number 1 going official. Number 1, Theodore J. Down was 5th. 2, Circumstances, your race winner. 3, Big Time Brawler was 2nd. 4, Cocaine Harry finished 4th. And 5, Roland Peg was 3rd. Top down your program should read 5, 1, 2, 4, 3 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 1. Quarter was up 33 and 1. Half 108 and 1. 3/4 139 and 2. Mile time for your winner, number 2, Circumstances, a maiden mark, 209 and 4. She returned $5.40 to win and no place tickets sold. The 3, Big Time Brawler, $2.80 to place. $2 exactor, 2-3 the winning combination, $15 even for your exactor. And $2 triactor, 2-3-5 the winning combination here in race number 2. $2 try returns you $35.60. As we wait for the starters for race number 2, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets today. Cash prize guaranteed at a minimum $100. Minimum $100 to the winner. Cost you $5. You get a 50-50 ticket, and that will be drawn by the winner of race number 5 here today. So the winning driver in race number 5, he will select our winning 50-50 prize here today. So don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets in support of the NBSBOA. Also, still lots of time to get in on the handicap and challenge. Nice 4-horse field here. Might be a way to go. My selection on the day is in here. I'm going $10 to win and place a number 3, I Love Roses, here in race number 2. That is my selection for the day. Good luck if you're joining in on the handicapping challenge here this afternoon at Exhibition Park. Also note to all the horsemen in race number 3 today, the Keith Kamek Memorial, there is a cooler presentation to the winner of race number 3. Also, the Keith family has also generously sponsored the race with a $300 bonus. So there'll be a $100 bonus to each the owner, trainer, and driver of race number 3 today. So look forward to that. Whoever gets her done in race number 3, a $300 bonus on the line, $100 each for the owner, trainer, and driver in race number 3. Good luck to all in the Keith Kamek Memorial today.
And up next, race number 2 of the afternoon. Scratch number 1, Union Man Hanover, will not go in the upcoming second race, down to a field of 4. And your betting options are your daily double for races 2 and 3, exactor, win and place, and triactor. And just a note, of course, no pick 5 here in race number 2. And there are your handicapper selections on your monitors now. And Kurt and I will have a look at the field after the post-parade. The program selections are 5. Josie 150, I Love Roses for the deuce. And, of course, Union Man Hanover is scratched. So the top 2 selections.
Gary does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 3, I Love Roses. Number 4, Ultimate Flying Nun, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don Hubbard is the trainer. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 4, Ultimate Flying Nun. Number 5, Joe C. 150, owned by Sam Hodgins of Bloomfield, Kings County, New Brunswick. Sam does the training. He will do the driving, a homebred of his, Joe C. 150. Scratch down to a field of 4 here to contest race number 2. Great shot to get some points in the bank in the handicapping contest. As I stated before, my selection is number 3, I Love Roses, 10 to win and place on her. Good luck to you if you're playing along today here at Exhibition Park.
And with second race starters on the track, second half of your daily double, scratch down to a field of 4 to contest the event. We're going to take a look at this contest, and Scotty and I are going a different way on top of our selections. But my top selection on screen right now, your outside starter, Joe C. 150. Comes into this race after a couple-week break. Took some time off, refreshing him. Owner, trainer, driver, breeder, Sam Hodgin in the bike as always. I like his last charted line there, Scotty. 159-4 here at EPR against some pretty tough competition. Thank you, all my fans. JJ, Brienne, Bugger Max, obviously not as big competition for him to face today. I don't worry too much about him drawing outside because he's going to be a back half charger, I believe. And we'll see if Sam's got him freshened up and ready to go for the back half of the season and see if he can rally himself into the win position.
Yeah, and the 2 weeks off certainly may not hurt this horse too fresh. Nice short field for him, and as we know, Curtis, he loves to fly from the back of the pack, so we'll probably see him late in the mile. But I went to number 4, Ultimate Flying Nun. Kind of like this horse this afternoon for the Ultimate Stable. Trainer Don Hubbard, Kyle Mason driving. And a couple starts over in Summerside, never fared too well. Did pick up 4th money, 2 starts back, pace mile 59-4. But before that here at EPR, always a solid racehorse. It's a nice short field for the pacer here this afternoon. Up a little bit in class from where she last raced in her last outing here at Exhibition Park Raceway. But kind of like her with the short field, and I thought she might have got a little bit more odds, but she's 6-5 right now with I Love Roses taking most of the bet, Kurt, right now at 1-4.
Yes, she is at 1-4. Right, Public's Choice, as you mentioned, Ultimate Flying Nun. You see her on screen there now, looking good, scoring down. I think she's going to be in a situation of rallying maybe on the back half like Joe C. 150. Yeah. I think if Dr. Downey can get Southern Governor off the gate a little bit, I think he might be able to protect that position. I expect, as we mentioned, the 1-4 on I Love Roses. I think with the scratch of Union Man Hanover definitely changes the complexity of the race without a doubt. So now Mark moves in to post 2 with this mare, and she has shown that she can leave. She does a lot of late rallying from her most recent lines. But if you look back on May 29th here at Exhibition Park, she shot right to the front in 29-1, 58-1, rolled some good fractions in, was just beat a neck in 59-4. So with it only being a 4-horse race and she gets a scratch in, I think we might see the gray mare setting the fractions.
Yeah, I'd be absolutely shocked if this horse isn't on top early on just because of the scratch of the 1. Southern Governor doesn't leave too much, and of course Sam and Ultimate Flying Nun normally kind of likes to rough it up and get first up early action. So yeah, I'd be shocked if Mark don't get the early lead here and get a chance to control the tempo. And the bettors are agreeing here right now, Kurt, sitting at 1-4 here with 2 minutes to go.
Yes, 2-minute warnings in effect here now. Race number 2, daily double exactor, triactor, win place of your betting features. All wagers is still eligible here, even with the scratch down to the 4-horse race. But starters are going to be going to the gate shortly. Hurry in, don't be left out on race number 2.
There's a quick look at number 2, Southern Governor, the 3-year-old sports writer colt, owned by Dr. Mitchell Downey, trainer Ellen Stevenson, Dr. Mitch Downey in the sulky. And his last trip here at Exhibition Park, finished 6th, beaten 2 lengths, charted mile 2:02 and 3. And start before that finished third here at EPR. So they're getting set on the backstretch. Your final call here in race 2.
And starters moving into position. Field of 4 to contest the event. Wings open, wheels are rolling. And we will send it upstairs once again to Brock McEachran with the race call. Race number 2.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 2 starters are behind the starting gate in control of the starter. From the rail out, we have Southern Governor and Dr. Mitch Downey. I Love Roses with Mark Haig. Ultimate Flying Nun, Kyle Mason. Outside, Josie 150 and Sam Hodgen. Scratch down to a field of 4 here for race number 2. Heats at the top of the stretch. Here they come. There they go, off-end pacing, great start. I Love Roses in between pacers. Southern Governor from the inside. Southern Governor wants the front. He's got the lead round the first turn. I Love Roses gets away second. Ultimate Flying Nun found a seat in third. And you guessed it, that leaves Josie 150 at the back. Field of 4. En route to the opening quarter, and they are chasing the 3-year-old son of sports writer. That is Southern Governor. He sets up shop on the front end for the doctor by the opening quarter. Southern Governor took them there 30-2. He's the leader. I Love Roses getting the best trip of all. She's right there second. Ultimate Flying Nun bides her time in third, and Josie 150, he's last, but he's not very far off the way he can close as the horses come in front of the fans first time around. That is Southern Governor. He's on top, halfway home. I Love Roses, the favorite, sitting there right there in second. Here comes a move from Ultimate Flying Nun. She is off the cones now from third. They were by the half, 101-1, second quarter, 30-4. And Southern Governor, he looks good today off the front end. His lead is still a length and a half. He rolls by 5/8. Ultimate Flying Nun now up to look him in the eye. And she's on the move as they race down the backside. Southern Governor inside. Outside, Ultimate Flying Nun. She's up to the leader's wheel. I Love Roses is third. Josie 150 gapped out at the back as they roll by 3/4. 131 even. 29-4 in the third. Southern Governor on top. Ultimate Flying Nun, though, she's not going away on the outside, and she is up to engage the leader at the top of the stretch. These two look to settle it through the lane. Ultimate Flying Nun outside now takes over. Southern Governor's not done, though. He's digging in. These two to the line. Southern Governor came back. Southern Governor at the line for the doctor. Second went to Ultimate Flying Nun, and it's even close for third. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 2/5. Southern Governor.
And driver Mitch Downey and Southern Governor. Gate to wire trip here, and quarter 30-2, half 101-1. Stepped it up 29-4 in the third quarter. The mile 2 minutes and 2/5. There you see the home stretch. What a battle. And on the outside, Ultimate Flying Nun. She does her best racing sometimes on the outside. Kyle moved her first up and went right at Southern Governor. And Southern Governor, you got to give it to him. He battled back hard on the inside and right down to the wire, and they're close. But Southern Governor on the inside lunges away at the last moment and gets about a length and a half win over number 4, Ultimate Flying Nun, the first over trip. I Love Roses hangs on, looks like for third, maybe over Josie 150. They were tight there for third. And the winner here in race number 2, it was Southern Governor, the 3-year-old sports writer colt, scoring his 4th career win, and he'll be back in the winner's circle in just a few moments. So unofficially, it's 2, 4, 3, 5.
Now making his way back in front of the fans where only the winner is allowed to go comes the winner of race number 2. It's the 2-entry Southern Governor. He's a 3-year-old colt by Sports Writer from the No Pan Intended mare Painstakingly. A homebred of Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John. He owns and does the driving for trainer Ellen Stevenson. For Southern Governor, that's win number 4 on his career, first of the season. He stopped the clock today. 2 minutes, 2/5. That's the season's mark for Southern Governor. Congratulations to the connections, Dr. Downey, Ellen Stevenson, and Southern Governor. Race 2 is official. Race number 2 is official. Southern Governor returned 32.50 to win, 8.90 to place. The 4 Ultimate Flying Nun, 4.70 to place. $2 daily double, 2-3 the winning combination, $12.30. $2 exactor, 2-4 the winning combination here, $44.80. $44.80 for your exactor. And a $2 triactor, 2-4-3 is the winning combination needed in race number 2. That returns $89.20, $89.20 for your triactor there in the 4-horse field. Continuing on to race number 3. Race 3 starters will go as programmed. Race 3 is the Keith Kamek Memorial Cooler presentation to the winner here in race number 3.
And again, our next live card here at Exhibition Park Raceway, 1 week from this afternoon, and it's big day planned here for next Saturday afternoon, including the Barry McIsaac Stake for 3-year-old pacers. Also, the Walter Dale, the oldest free-for-alls in Canada, taking place here next Saturday afternoon. First post at 1 o'clock. Also eliminations in the New Brunswick Stakes coming up. So all kinds of action coming up next Saturday afternoon here at Exhibition Park with first post at 1 p.m. First post at 1 next Saturday afternoon. And of course, with the change in the restrictions here in the province of New Brunswick, no masks required for next Saturday afternoon's program, so no restrictions on crowds. So if you're coming to the track next Saturday, bring a friend along with you and make a day of it here at Exhibition Park Raceway next Saturday afternoon. The masks are gone. Let's have all kinds of people out next Saturday afternoon here at Exhibition Park. Going to be a great race card. And as mentioned, the Barry McIsaac Stake in the vicinity of $40,000, and the Barry McIsaac, the Walter Dill Memorial coming up. So great Saturday afternoon coming up on your holiday weekend. So plan on being here next Saturday, first post at 1 o'clock. There are the handicapper selections coming up for our fourth race. Curtis and I will look at our top selections coming up in the third race. And the program selections. Gerard Smith going with a 6, 5, and 2. In the upcoming third race, wide open affair, it looks like, from top to bottom. So should be a tough race to pick coming up. So we'll have a look at our selections after the post parade, which will be up next in just a few minutes here on race number 3, offering up daily double, exactor, win in place, and triactor wagering. And should mention as well, a note in your program, the upcoming race dates here at Exhibition Park Raceway, that August 6th, post time of 6 p.m. should read Friday, August 6th. And that was previously the date belonging to Woodstock. And we'll be racing it here at Exhibition Park on Friday, August 6th. And post time, please note, 6 o'clock post time on that Friday evening. And again, that was the previously scheduled card at Connell Park in Woodstock. We'll race it here at Exhibition Park Friday, August the 6th, with post time at 1 p.m. or at 6 p.m., sorry. And the starters getting set to leave the paddock area now for the upcoming third race. 8 minutes showing for wagering, 8 minutes. And again, daily double for races 3 and 4. Exactor, win in place, and triactor are your betting features.
The horses and the drivers for race number 3, the Keith Kamek Memorial, are now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 3 goes for a purse of $1,100. Daily double, exactor, triactor. Win place are your betting features. Number 1, Magical Alex, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John. Bob does the training. John Davidson will do the driving. From the rail, Magical Alex. Number 2 is Philanthropist, owned by Bob McNeil of St. John. The second one from the McNeil stable, Sam Hodgen will do the driving. From post 2, the gray fella, Philanthropist. Number 3, Courier Service, owned by Valerie Phelan of Gary, New Brunswick. Charlie Miles is the trainer. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving. From post 3, Courier Service. Number 4 is Windermere Payday, owned by Kevin Price of Fredericton. Steph DeCourcy does the training. Steph will do the driving this afternoon from Post 4, Windermere Payday. Number 5, Primo's Last Rodeo, owned by Donnie Dickinson of Dunellen, Florida. Donnie does the training. He will do the driving from Post 5, Primo's Last Rodeo. And rounding out the field from Post 6, that's Woodmere Lexus, owned by Jean Beliveau of Dieppe, J.C. Beliveau of Scotuc. Jean Beliveau does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from Post 6, Woodmere Lexus. These are the 6 starters to contest race number 3, the Keith Kamick Memorial, going for a purse of $1,100. Also a $300 bonus put up by the family here to the winning owner, trainer, and driver. They each receive $100. So good luck to everybody in the Keith Kamick Memorial here in race number 3.
And with starters on track for our third race of the afternoon, 4 minutes to post. The Keith Kamick Memorial Cooler presentation at the end of this race, race number 3. So we're just bouncing all over here, Scotty, looking at the board,
it's wide open
odds,
race,
and looking at the early money coming in, and looks like a lot's going on our on Magical Alex here, the teenager.
You've
looks to
got
be
your
big
picks
time.
here.
Yes, true, and I do. And as we were talking off camera, I kind of thought that, going with a little bit of a value to split up my 2 bets on the day in the handicap with a couple of $5 win places. So checked it on Magical Alex, even though he wasn't my top selection in the race. Thought a little bit of value, but that seems to have gone out the window, as he's now public's choice at 2 to 5 on the board. And as you see him now on camera, there's my pick for the handicap and challenge. Is Magical Alex. Johnny D gets the call here this afternoon for Team McNeil. I don't know. He draws inside. That was the thing I looked at. He had 6-hole, 5-hole, 5-hole. He finished 5th in Summerside. Paced a decent mile, 1:58 and 3. Of course, usually the Trites brothers are the regular pilots of them, but not being here today. So Johnny Senior gets the call here this afternoon, and with Whistling Johnny and got the rail, you know where he's going to be trying to head.
Yeah, I think he's going to head there early, actually, with John in the bike from Post 1. But I kind of looked away from him here in race number 3. I know he's got the rail, Kurt, but out of the 2 of the McNeils, I kind of like Philanthropist. Yeah, he's down a class, comes off a pretty good trip there on your program. Shows a mile in 58 and 1, albeit over Summerside, but Joe Barrio drove him on that occasion. But he's got the improved post. Sam Hodgen drove him, and I think I recall he had driven this horse in the past and done fairly well with him, and he's got a good post to work with, but he's down a class as well, so looked at that. But definitely Magical Alex still at 1 to 2, taking most of the money. Philanthropist right now sitting at 3 to 1, and I think you ended up. Who'd you go with for first, Kurt, in your pick?
Well, I did go with Philanthropist in my original selections. And like I said, the plan kind of backfired on me here at the handicap, because I thought he was going to be the big favorite and Alex would be the value play. It's kind of flipped around.
Kind of reversed.
Yeah, mind you, it looks like Team McNeil, as you see on screen there.
Right.
They're actually the 2 favorites right now. Alex being the favorite, and then 3 to 1 on his next door neighbor. Is Philanthropist. So the 2 teenagers taking the focus of the attention here. Went to the outside to Woodmere Lexus. Of course, this 3-year-old son of Roll With It, Harry, comes in. He's a good resume, 7 out of 9 top 3 this year. He had 1 start in Summerside back on July 11th, finished 6th, paced a decent mile in 2 minutes and 2/5 on that occasion. He gets his regular pilot, Mark Haig, back here this afternoon, as you see him on screen right there right now. So, early in the season, he had drawn inside quite a bit. Of course, now he's drawing outside a little bit with his last 2 at EPR, both the 6-hole. He leaves from the 6-hole today. I was actually talking to Mark a little bit earlier today, seen him here before the races, and he says that he is a versatile horse, that he can race any way needed to. He doesn't have to be right up on the front, and that he can grind it out if he needs to. So I think we'll definitely see Mark get him in position at some point during the mile.
Yeah, I was talking to Mark actually too. I mentioned this horse. I was looking for a tip for my handicapping pick and asked him how this horse was going to be today. But he says he's still a bit green. I know he's had 9 starts this year, and he even had a couple last year. But he said he drives like kind of a green horse. So Off the board finish last week in Summerside. Did pace a mile in 2 minutes and change, but he does have the outside post, and but I like him to be part of the ticket. I went with him for third, Kurt. I went outside here to, or next one to him, Primo's Last Rodeo. And I know we haven't seen him here at Exhibition Park, but Donnie Dickinson, he when he brings these horses up, he normally has these horses ready to go, and you're getting pretty good value on him right now. He's 6-1, and doesn't show much on your program. In fact, still only 5 lifetime starts, and a 7-year-old son of Keystone Rodeo, leads from post 5, but looks like a pretty good class to what he's been racing. So we'll see what Donnie can do with this horse from post position number 5. I went to him as my top pick, and he's 6-1 right now here with some pretty good value, especially for anyone playing the handicapping contest. If you're looking to maybe pick up on somebody, we won't mention any names, that kind of missed out in the last race. If you want to make up on some ground on our track announcer, yeah. Anyway, he didn't make it in the last race, so we'll see if you can make up some ground on him.
Chance to make up ground, mind you. I always make a whole lot with 1 to 2.
Yeah, you're sitting at 1 to 2 with Alex.
So hopefully I get a little value on my play later in the program. But,
it's a pretty wide open race here with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, definitely for sure. As you mentioned, Primo's Last Rodeo, a little bit of the X factor here coming in. As you can see on screen, Woodmere Payday coming in. Steph DeCourcy makes a return to the bike.
Yes.
Brother Collins next door driving courier service. So both the Coursey brothers in this race. Woodmere Payday, the lone win out of 7 starts this year. But you never know. If Steph gets her in position, she could catch a piece.
Yeah, you got a bad parking ticket there last start here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Parked to the half, 1-1 and change, and course 22 lengths back. Did come down for a qualifier earlier this week and went in 2:08 and 2. So a bit of a long shot here, play 6-1 on number 4 Windermere Payday here for, as you mentioned, Curtis, Steph DeCourcy getting a steer here this afternoon.
Starters are starting to assemble on the backstretch, and the gate's going to be moving into position here shortly. Daily Double, Exactor Tractor, Win and Place are your betting features. Hurry and still time to wager on race number 3.
And it appears maybe a slight delay here in race number 3. Parimutuel windows remain open and selling. So a good time to tell you about our 50/50 tickets that are on sale at all your Parimutuel locations. So a chance to win with the 50/50 guarantee prize of $100. There on your monitors, the 6 entry, 9-2 odds now on number 6. Woodmere Lexus, and 5 out of 9 finishing in the top 2. As you can see, $1,800 in earnings so far this year, but just the one win has the outside post to contend with from post 6, but does go down a class as far as conditions, and currently not bad value for Woodmere Lexus from the outside post, and Mark Haig sitting at 9-2. 9-2 on number 6, Woodmere Lexus, here in race number 3.
Starting gates getting into position, and starters are assembling on the backside for race number 3, the Keith Kamek Memorial. Keith being the grandson of Art and Shirley Davidson came to his love of horses naturally. His interest in racing developed a little later in life through his cousin and best friend, John Jr. Keith loved his horse, H.P. Basciuto Dragjet, and enjoyed watching his uncle, John Davidson, drive. Although Keith's dreams of owning another horse was not meant to be, his memory will forever live on in the hearts of his family, friends, and those who knew him. Race 3 is for Keith. Starters are on the backside. Race number 3 from Lorella, we have Magical Alex with John Davidson, Philanthropist Sam Hodgen, Courier Service Colin DeCourcy, Windermere Payday, Steph DeCourcy. Primo's Last Rodeo, Donnie Dickinson. Far outside, Woodmere Alexis and Mark Hag. It's post time. Race number 3, the Keith Kamek Memorial. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing, great start, Courier Service, center of the racetrack, far outside, Woodmere Alexis. From the cones, that's Magical Alex. He's the leader around the first turn. Magical Alex and Davidson, they set up shop on the front end. Courier Service left hard, he gets away second. Woodmere Alexis found a seat in third. Then we have Windermere Payday fourth, Philanthropist is fifth, and at the back, Primo's Last Rodeo can see them all. They are chasing the teenager. That's Magical Alex and Johnny D. He sets up shop on the front end by the opening quarter. 28-4, Magical Alex. Right there second, that's Courier Service. Closing in from third, Woodmere Alexis. Gapped out fourth, Windermere Payday. Philanthropist is out from 5 to move around him, and Primo's Last Rodeo still at the back. They're all strung out fairly well because the fractions are fast as they come in front of the fans first time around. They're chasing Magical Alex and Davidson. He's the leader halfway home. Magical Alex had them there, a minute and 2/5. Courier Service the closest to him in second. Woodmere Alexis is now off the cones from third. Philanthropist follows him in fourth. Windermere Payday on the cones in fifth. And Primo's Last Rodeo to the outside from sixth. On down the backside, it's still Magical Alex. Right there second now, Woodmere Alexis. On the inside third, Courier Service. Philanthropist is fourth. By 3/4, couple of classy veterans. That's Magical Alex and Johnny D. rolling them into the far turn. Woodmere Alexis is the closest to him. 3/4 came and went, and 1:31-4. It's still Magical Alex. His lead's a length and a half. Woodmere Alexis is the closest to him in second. Philanthropist takes over third. They turn down the lane. Magical Alex trying to find the line. Woodmere Alexis is out to try him. These two battle to the line. Woodmere Alexis is getting up in time. Woodmere Alexis at the line. He captured Magical Alex. Third went to Philanthropist. Time for the mile. 2:02-4.
And John Davidson and Magical Alex in complete control early on, but Mark Haig was stalking from the half on with Woodmere Alexis. And Mark Haig doing some nice teaming there past the 3/4 pole and engaging the leader. As you see the Universum slow-mo coming down the stretch here, and it's Magical Alex inside. On the outside digging in, Woodmere Alexis and Haig on the outside, gaining with every stride. You can tell on the outside there, Magical Alex getting a bit leg weary through the home stretch, and the battle back for third. But on the outside, Woodmere Alexis gets up to win. The 3-year-old son of Roll With It Harry for the Bellevos of Dieppe and Skaduk, trained by Woodmere Farms. And it's his second lifetime win. There you see about a length victory for Woodmere Alexis. Over the one, Magical Alex, the gray horse, Philanthropist, rounding out your top three, and Windermere Payday finishing fourth. And nice sight there, and what a tribute for the Keith Kamek Memorial. And lots of people coming out to honor the memory of Keith here this afternoon, and we'll have Woodmere Alexis back in the winner circle for this special memorial pace for Keith Kamek coming up here at Exhibition Park Raceway in just a moment.
Now making his way back in front of the fans comes the winner of race number 3, the Keith Kamek Memorial. It's the 6th entry Wood Mare Lexus. He's a 3-year-old gelded son of Roll With It Harry from the Abercrombie mare Blue Violet. He's owned by Jean Beliveau of Dieppe and J.C. Beliveau of Scotuc. Jean Beliveau does the training. Mark Haig did the driving. Wood Mare Lexus, he stopped the clock today, 2:02.4. That's a new lifetime record for number 6, Wood Mare Lexus. He's now back here in the winner's circle for the Keith Kamek Memorial. Cooler presentation to the winners. Friends and families of Keith are on hand for the cooler presentation. Also, they've donated a generous $300 bonus, $100 to the winning trainer, driver, and owner here in race number 6. As we remember, one of the good guys, Keith Kamek, taken way too early, folks. Young fellow in our barn, and he is missed. He is the grandson of the late Art and Shirley Davidson. Like I said, he came to his love of horses naturally. His interest in racing was developed later on in life through his cousin and best friend, John Jr. His horse, H.P. Bisciuto Dragjet, we all remember him here many times in the top class. Good old horse. And we remember Keith and his horse here today. Thanks to the family for doing this. Race 3 is going official. Race number 3, headed official. Number 1, Magical Alex was second. 2, Philanthropist was third. 3, Courier Service fourth. 4, Windermere Payday was sixth. 5, Primo's Last Rodeo fifth. And 6, Woodmare Lexus, your race winner. Top down on your program should read 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 1 on the bottom. Fractions for race number 3, quarter was up 28-4. Half, a minute and 2/5. 3/4, 1:31-4. Mile time for your winner, number 6, Woodmare Lexus, new lifetime record, 2:02-4. He returned $9.90 to win and $3.20 to place. 1, Magical Alex, $3.10 to place. $2 Exactor, 6-1 the winning combination. $30.10. $30.10. Sorry, on your Exactor here. Daily Double, 4-1 the winning combination. Daily Double pays out on Magical Alex here in race number 3. The $2 Daily Double of 4-1 pays $14 even. And your $2 Triactor, 612. 612 is the winning Triactor in race number 3. That will return you $85 even.
Again, another reminder, we're back here next Saturday afternoon. First post at 1 o'clock featuring the Barrio McIsaac Stake for 3-year-olds. Also the Walter Dale Memorial Invitational for $5,000. That's going as well as eliminations in the New Brunswick Stakes. So all kinds of action here at Exhibition Park Raceway as part of the holiday weekend celebrating the province of New Brunswick. And we're going green at Friday, midnight, next weekend. So a week from today, you will not be required to wear masks here at Exhibition Park Raceway. If you still feel safer doing so, then certainly. But again, no masks are required here at Exhibition Park Raceway starting next Saturday. So come on out. Want to see a great crowd here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Should have some great out-of-town horses here, and including Woodmere Steel Deal for the Barrio McIsaac. So looking forward to a big crowd here at Exhibition Park Raceway next Saturday afternoon, and again post time at 1 p.m. And there are the handicapper selections on your monitors now. And everyone going with 2, 4, 5. So not a lot of disagreement in the handicapper selections coming up. Curtis and I will talk it over after the post parade here in the 4th. But Gerard Smith also going with his program selections with 2, 4, 5. KD Overdrive, Montrose Hope, and Brandon's Glory. So post parade for race number 4 coming up in just a couple minutes here in the 4th race. Again, don't forget, 50-50 tickets are selling. Draw coming up later. Tickets $5 at the Parimutuel windows. And we're told the Horseman's Canteen is open for business today. So if you're looking for a treat, the Horseman's Canteen on the backstretch area, open for business here this afternoon.
Universum Media Sports and Entertainment.
Starters leaving the paddock area now for post parade here for race number 4. And we're sitting at 5 minutes. 5 minutes for wagering on our 4th race. Daily Double along with Exactor, Win and Place, Triactor, Wagering, and Rock McEachern will have the post parade coming up in just a few moments here for race number 4.
Sounds like the post parade for race number 4 is on its way out. Race 4 goes for a purse of $1,300. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Here come the starters for race number 1. Number 1, for race number 4, Windermere I'm All Right is the one. Kevin Price of Fredericton is the owner. Steph DeCourcy does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving from the rail. Windermere I'm All Right. Number 2, KD Overdrive, owned by Steve Mason of Quispamsis, New Brunswick. He is the trainer. Son Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 2, KD Overdrive. Number 3, Love in Paradise, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Sifwa Melanson is the trainer. Robert Laffin will do the driving from post 3, Love in Paradise. Number 4, Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Alberton, Prince Edward Island. Lucy St. Amour is the trainer. John Davidson will do the driving from post 4, Montrose Hope. Rounding out the field from post 5 is Brandon's Glory, owned by Tommy Gunn of St. John, New Brunswick. Tommy does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 5, Brandon's Glory. A field of 5 to contest race number 4, going for a purse of $1,300. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. There is 2 minutes to post for race number 4.
And starters on track for our 4th race of the afternoon. Field of 5 to contest the event. We're going to take a look at the starters in this. And Scotty, no major surprise here. If, like you had mentioned with the preliminary picks earlier, with 3 sets all being the same.
Yeah,
and of course, the public right now definitely heavily on 1 to 5 favored KD Overdrive. He comes into this race off of a second place finish most recently at Summerside. Paced a nice mile, 156 flat. I mean, it was kind of overshadowed by the performance of Emperor, which was the talking point, obviously, of the race. But still good effort for the 8-year-old son of Comistic and the runner-up spot, 156 flat. Returns back to his home track here now. And St. John regular pilot Kyle Mason is back in the sulky this afternoon. Leaves from post 2, and I definitely would say he'll definitely be the favorite going to the gate, Scotty.
Yeah, I think so. And boys, he got roughed up last week there, that open quarter, 28 seconds, and heart and soul. Walter Shivery handed the parking ticket to Barrio on that afternoon. And but boys, he still raced big, pace a mile 56. But if you look a few starts down, Kyle Mason drove this horse and went right to the top, and they never beat him. And I expect Kyle to use that type of a tactic here this afternoon with number 2, KD Overdrive. And what a career he's had. 34 lifetime wins, over $111,000 in the bank, and quite a bit of it made right here in the Maritimes. So KD Overdrive, as we mentioned, taking all the money right here, mostly at 1 to 5.
On screen now you see is Montrose Hope, which is our second selection here in this race. John Davidson, senior regular pilot, gets the call from trainer Lucy St. Amour, owner Harvey Holm of Alberton, Prince Edward Island. This horse starting to grind out some good finishes. He's starting to get back into his form that he showed last year. He was 5th place most recently on July the 3rd, but raced against Fall Bliss, Paris Boeb, and the boys. Still paced a nice mile in 159 flat. Start before that, he also paced an identical mile of 159 flat, and he was second to Whiskey to Wine on that occasion. He's definitely a tough iron-sided horse, the son of Veradero Hanover. Johnny D knows him well, and I think we definitely know we're going to see him out and on the move at some point during the mile, Scotty.
Yeah, he's a tough one. He can grind it out, and look down your program, a lot of bubbles there for where he's on the outside. He's a tough racehorse. He's 6 of 9 in the top 3, just over $2,000 in the bank. And Johnny D gets the driving assignment for owner Harvey Holm of Alberton, Prince Edward Island. Lucy St. Amour trains this pacer from post position number 4 and drops down slightly in class. And he's your second choice at 5 to 1.
The outside of the gate to Brandon's Glory, Mark Haig, we've seen win the Keith Gammack Memorial. The last race is back with Brandon's Glory in this race. He's the regular pilot on this 8-year-old son of Brandon's Cowboy for owner-trainer Tommy Gunn. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, this horse has definitely got the early step without a question. So I'm not too worried about post 5. And if you look right on the line there, July the 3rd, right from the same position, He hit the front in 28-2, half of 58-2. Ended up with a runner-up finish to Love in Paradise, who actually is in this race as well, leaving from post 3. But, solid pacer, 7 of 9. Just that elusive first win, just trying to get his picture taken. So maybe with Mark with the coming off the vibe from the win in the last race, carried over to this race. But I think we'll definitely hear Brandon's name early and often in this one.
Yeah, he had a good campaign last year, 6 wins, but like you say, he's just trying to get his first of the season, but he's been consistent right down your program there, those last few starts, always hitting the ticket recently, so he's got another good shot. He's got the outside post 5, but don't let that fool you. This horse can race from just about anywhere.
Starters are assembling on the backstretch. Last chance to wager here on race number 4, Daily Double Exactor, Triactor, Win and Place. Your betting features. Field of 5 assembling. Gate is moving into position. Wings are opening. Wheels are rolling. And we will once again send it upstairs to Brock McEachran with the race call. Race number 4.
Horses and drivers for race number 4 are behind the starting gate on the turn. From the rail out, we have Windermere, I'm All Right, and Colin DeCourcy. Katie Overdrive, Kyle Mason. Love in Paradise, Robert Laughlin. Montrose Hope, Johnny D. Outside, Brandon's Glory, and Mark Hag. Field of 5, race number 4, Exhibition Park. Here they come. Recall. Step back from the fence, folks. Pull the horses up, folks. This is a recall here, folks. No contest. Mr. Mason, if you can hear me, pull your horse up. Race 4 has been declared. No contest. No contest here in race number 4. There was a recall. This race is not happening, Mr. Mason. Please pull your horse up. Please pull your horse up, Mr. Mason. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a recall signal before the start. Half of the field was taking up, half of the field was not. Therefore, as you can imagine, that is not a fair start. Race 4 will become a complete pari-mutuel refund. All monies wagered here in race number 4 will be refunded here. Declared no contest, folks. When the judges declare no contest, that means there will be a complete pari-mutuel refund of all monies wagered here in race number 4. The view of the judges, 2 horses did compete for over half a mile there, so it would not be fair to put those horses back on the racetrack here this afternoon and race again. So race 4, unfortunately, is a no contest. All pari-mutuel monies will be refunded here in race number 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the show must go on. Starters for race number 5 will be coming out shortly. Race number 4 has been declared a no contest. We did explore different options as to whether we could race the race a little bit later, but unfortunately with the rules in place, we are not allowed to. So race 4 will be declared a no contest. All horses in the race, the purse will be split up evenly amongst the 5 of you, so congratulations. You didn't do too bad there. At least all horses in the race will get paid. $1,300 purse will be split evenly between all 5 pacers. As far as anybody with the handicapping contest in play, if you'd like to make another selection in one of the N2 races, go ahead and do that. If you did not, we will credit you your $20 refund as a win. So therefore, it's not as good as cashing, but if you did have a bet in race number 4, your $20 wager will be added into that. And of course, you will get your $20 back at the pari-mutuel windows. But if you prefer, go ahead and make a selection in one of the remaining 2 races today, and we will count that as your selection instead. But if not, and your selections are already in, we will count your $20 wager towards the handicapping challenge. And like I said, it's one of those unfortunate situations, folks. Race number 4 declared a no contest. Not a good thing for anybody, but the show goes on. Race 5 starters will be coming out shortly. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, all monies wagered in race number 4 are a pari-mutuel refund. All monies in race number 4, pari-mutuel refund.
And again, don't forget our next live card of racing next Saturday afternoon. First post at 1 o'clock. The Barry McIsaac for 3-year-olds. And what a race that's going to be. Expecting to have Woodmere Steel Deal here. The horse everybody wants to see go. And he's going to be here hopefully next Saturday afternoon here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Also, the oldest free-for-all in Canada, the Walter Dale, coming up as well next Saturday. Also, eliminations of the New Brunswick Stake. So all kinds of action coming up
So race 4 parimutuel refunds are now available at all parimutuel sellers. Just a note, also the daily double from race number 3 is going to pay out on a 6-all combination, 6-all on the daily double. So we had a live daily double going with number 6 in the last race. You can cash that in as well, along with your parimutuel refunds here for race number 4. Starters for race number 5 are just making their way out of the paddock barn on the backstretch, and they'll be making their way through the yard, and the post parade will be coming up in a moment's time.
And just want to give a shout out for those of you playing at home, watching online through Universum Media on YouTube or through our website at horseracingnb.com. And of course, free programs available there weekly on our website. And also you can check out Kurt's picks every Saturday and his picks for this upcoming 5th race. For those of you watching, you can see his picks coming up for race number 5. And as Brock said, the post parade will be coming up in just a moment for this, the 5th race.
Horses and drivers for race number 5 now on the racetrack for the post parade. Race 5 goes for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Number 1, Pickpocket Princess, owned by Wayne Hubbard of St. John. The homebred of his, he also does the training. Sam Hodgen will do the driving from the rail. Pickpocket Princess, her first start of the year. Number 2, Instant Shadow, owned by the Ultimate Stable and Don Hubbard of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don does the training. Robert Laffin will do the driving from post 2, Instant Shadow. Number 3, J.J. Brienne, owned by John Davidson Jr. of St. John. John Davidson Sr. is the trainer. He will do the driving from post 3, J.J. Brienne. Number 4, Ultimately Handsome, owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick. Don Hubbard, also the trainer of this one. Kyle Mason will do the driving from post 4, Ultimately Handsome. And rounding out the field from post 5, that's Bugger Max, owned by Gordon White of St. John and Dale Orr of St. John. Gordon does the training. Mark Haig will do the driving from post 5, Bugger Max. A field of 5 to contest race number 5 for a purse of $1,400. Daily double, exactor, triactor, win place are your betting features. Don't be left out on race number 5. Our handicapping leader, Jennifer Ritchie, has her selection in here today. She's going 10-10 on J.J. Brienne. Good luck, Jennifer, here in race number 5, and anybody else who is playing along with the handicapping challenge here at Exhibition Park.
And with starters on track for our 5th race of the afternoon, field of 5 to contest the event. And, gee, Scotty, I just was hearing from Brock with contest leader Jen Ritchie with her pick in this race. There's picks galore in this race. Cause
yes,
you're in
I've
this
got
race.
JJ Brienne as well.
I'm in this race. We're all over this race in the handicapping challenge. So, but as far as top selections, on screen now is my top selection in this race, which is Instant Shadow, the 2-horse. He comes in off of an 8th place finish most recently in Summerside. Last time out, he paced a mile 156 and 4, which was pretty good despite the 8th place finish. He moved first up in that race and then tired late. The start before was also in Summerside. He was a 5th place finish, 158 and 1. So he run into some pretty fast ponies over there in Summerside, both miles and 55 and 56 respectively. So moves back to New Brunswick. I love the inside draw on him today, post 2. I mean, this horse has gone some hard trips this year, so I think if Laffin gets him off on the right foot, as you can see him on screen there, Handsome Son of Shadow Play, he could. I think he'll give them all they want.
Yeah, he loves the early going, and from post 2, he should get away well here in race number 5. I've gone though to number 3, JJ Brienne and John Davidson, and this mare loves to bust the gate, and she's the 4-5 choice. Oma John Davidson Jr. of St. John, and of course John Davidson Sr. both trains and drives, and 4 of 8 in the top 3. She does her best racing when she can get the lead, and she can get away on them a little bit, Kurt, and maybe get a little break in fractions, because she loves to race against the clock. She sets some torrid fractions some days here at Exhibition Park, and with me having a ticket on her today, I hope she gets a little bit of a breather somewhere in the mile if she does get the front. But she's going to be tough. She's got the early gate speed, but I like your pick as well, Instant Shadow, because he loves the early going as well. So it's going to be interesting here, the first turn here in race 5.
Yes, JJ Brienne, the public with you on that one, Scotty. 4-5 right now is the odds. But even though I picked Instant Shadow to win, I was looking for value in the handicapping challenge. Right there on screen, that's the horse that got me to the dance. Ultimately Handsome, back here when he won on June the 19th, the wire-to-wire winner for Kyle Mason, 2 minutes 2/5. Scored a nice win ticket on him that day of $11+, which made me skyrocket right up the ranks there in the handicapping challenge. So I figured, hey, go back to him today. Still getting some decent value on him, 7-2. That's the $9 win ticket. Wouldn't be bad. I got him for a $5 win and place ticket. Like I say, I think his stablemate's going to be tough on him here with Instant Shadow. But yeah, ultimately Handsome. I figured, he did it for me once. Maybe he'll do it for me again, Scotty.
Yeah, he's a nice horse, and you look at the betting board, pretty wide open here except for the 3-horse, pretty tight between the others, but can't go wrong with Ultimately Handsome. He comes every week to race. Tough racehorse. He can sit in the outside. He can leave too when he wants to, but I think there's a little bit too much early speed for him here in this race to the inside, but should be a player here. Ultimately Handsome and Kyle Mason. There on your screen you see number 5, Bugger Max, the 11-year-old son of Believe in Bruiser. Alma Gord White and Dale Orr of St. John. Gordy does the training. Mark Haig already with a win on this afternoon's program. Just over $3,000 on the campaign so far this year, and 6 of 11 in the top 3. He's a tough horse to the outside, Kurt, but hasn't had the luck of the draw so far this year. Last year, remember, he drew a lot of inside posts, but he's got the outside post here again. But he's hard to leave out, though. Bugger Max on the outside right now. 4-1 you're getting on Bugger Max.
Yes, good value, Scotty, on Bugger Max.
Yeah.
4-1, which is hard to believe you get that on him because he's always right in the thick of it, the stat master, as I call him. The 1-2-3 kid, among others. He's coming off of 2 runner-up finishes in Summerside. Kind of refound some good form over there. Finished second to Winter Blast and Mick Dundee on back-to-back starts. Joe Barrio was in the bike on those occasions, so it was 2 solid runner-up finishes for him. Again, like you mentioned, post 5. It's going to be, I can't see him busting right out, so he's definitely going to be rallying in the back half. But who knows with those big fractions that we're thinking we might see up front with JJ Brienne, Instant Shadow. We might be seeing him looking to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, and they're getting set here on race number 5. Last chance, hurry in if you wish any part of race number 5.
And starters are moving into position now for race number 5, field of 5. Going in behind the gate, wings open, wheels are rolling. Once again, we'll set it upstairs to track announcer Brock McCachran with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Race 5 starters on the turn. From the rail out, Pickpocket Princess with Sam Hodgen. Instant Shadow, Robert Laffin. J.J. Brienne with John Davidson. Ultimately Handsome, Kyle Mason outside. Bugger Max and Mark Haig. Field of 5, race number 5. Here they come. There they go, off-hand pacing, great start. Instant Shadow pops out of there. Pickpocket Princess from the inside. These two into the first turn. Pickpocket Princess inside, still has rail control. Instant Shadow working hard on the outside. He will eventually make his way to the front out of the turn. Instant Shadow and Robert Laffin stride out now. They take command of the racetrack. Pickpocket Princess took him through the turn. She'll now sit there second. J.J. Brienne is away third. Ultimately Handsome is fourth, but doesn't like his seat, and Bugger Max is at the back as they roll by the opening quarter. Instant Shadow took them there, 29-3. Pickpocket Princess right there second. First to move on the outside. Ultimately Handsome was fourth, now third. Takes over second as the horses come in front of the fans. First time around, it's Instant Shadow. His lead is a length on the outside. Working hard, Ultimately Handsome's up to the leader's wheel. Right there third, Pickpocket Princess. Out and following covers, Bugger Max and J.J. Brienne is at the back. The horses were halfway home. 59-1 for Instant Shadow. Up and at her on the outside. Ultimately Handsome now takes over second. Pickpocket Princess right there third. J.J. Brienne on the inside fourth. Bugger Max on the outside 5. Down the backside they go. Instant Shadow, his lead is 3 parts of a length. Ultimately Handsome's the closest to him on the outside second. Pickpocket Princess back there in third. Bugger Max working hard on the outside fourth, and J.J. Brienne inside fifth. 3/4 is on the board. 129-2. It's still Instant Shadow. He looks over his shoulder. Ultimately Handsome's been right there on his wheel for a half a mile, and he's coming on the outside. Top of the stretch. Instant Shadow. Ultimately Handsome. These two will settle it through the stretch. It's the Don Hubbard entry. It's Instant Shadow inside, outside. Ultimately Handsome to the wire. Instant Shadow. Second went to Ultimately Handsome. J.J. Brienne on the cones was third. Time for the mile. 2 minutes flat. Instant Shadow.
And veteran driver Robert Laffin right to the front with Instant Shadow, the 8-year-old son of Shadow Play, carving out fractions 29-3, 59-1, 129-2, the mile 2 minutes. Ultimately Handsome, his stablemate, just a length away, finishing second. And he went another tough trip on the outside. Kyle Mason set in early with him, moved him to the outside to challenge his stable entry. But Instant Shadow, he loves the front end. He's won a lot of races off the front. He's got 31 lifetime wins now, make it 32. And on the outside, Ultimately Handsome second. The battle right now, though, brewing for third in the home stretch in the Universum slow-mo down the home stretch here at Exhibition Park Raceway. But it's Instant Shadow. And he's an instant winner right off the front here for Robert Laffin. And in for second, Ultimately Handsome. And again, the battle was for third. J.J. Brienne coming up the inside. She never left the pylons, in fact, and finished third. So unofficially, your top 3, 2, 4, and 3. So congratulations, trainer Don Hubbard. 1-2 finish. And the Ultimate Stables.
Now making his way back in front of the fans for photo op number 32 on his career comes the 2 entry Instant Shadow. He's a brown gelding, 8 years old, by Shadow Play from the Bono's J mare Ardor Chimes. He's owned by the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick, co-owned by Don Hubbard. She does the training. Robert Laffin did the driving, put Instant Shadow on top all the way. He stopped the clock today, 2 minutes flat for Instant Shadow. Win number 3 on the season, win number 32 on his career. Congratulations to the Connections, the Ultimate Stable, Don Hubbard, and Robert Laffin, and Instant Shadow. Robert Laffin has now claimed the winning 50-50 name for us. We'll pass that along to you. We'll get you the winning 50-50 name and prize here from race number 5. Sorry about that. So today's 50-50 winner, or the winner of $100, Lois Hawkins. Lois Hawkins, you are a winner of $100. Please see card at the bottom of the judges stand and collect your prize. Congratulations to the winner, Lois Hawkins, $100 winner. 50-50 draw here this afternoon. Race 5 is official. Number 1, Pickpocket Princess was 5th. 2, Instant Shadow, your race winner. 3, JJ Brienne 3rd. 4, Instant Shadow 2nd. And 5, Bugger Max was 4th. Top down your program should read 51324 on the bottom. Instant Shadow returned $5, 10 cents to win, $2.50 to place. The 4, Ultimately Handsome, $3.90 to place. The Daily Double was a refund. The $2 exactor, 2-4, $85. Sorry, $8.50 on the exactor, 2-4, $8.50. The triactor pays out on 2-4-3. 2-4-3 is the winning combination in race number 5. And that triactor will return you $35.40. One live dash left on the card here. It is race number 6. Don't forget, in race 6, horse 6 Blood Money will race for purse money only. Horse 6 Blood Money has been taken out of the pari-mutuel pools. You'll bet horses 1 through 5. When the race goes, we'll pretend like Blood Money's not there, and we'll pay the triactor and all other mutuals on the other horses after we eliminate him from wherever he finishes here in race number 6. Horse 6 Blood Money for purse money only here in race number 6.
And don't forget, after our live racing, we have all kinds of simulcast action available at all 3 simulcast locations, including St. John here, along with Fredericton and Dieppe. And our next live card, next Saturday afternoon, first post at 1 o'clock. And again, with the new green zone now in the province of New Brunswick, no masks required, so come on out, bring a friend to the racetrack next week. Hopefully we'll have a great day for racing as far as weather, so bring out a friend next week. And a big race card, the Walter Dale Invitational. Also, the Barry O'Macisaac 3-year-old Pacers. And the New Brunswick Stake coming up next Saturday afternoon, all here at Exhibition Park. It's part of the long weekend. So again, bring a friend to the racetrack next Saturday here at Exhibition Park Raceway. Up next, our sixth and final. They're just getting ready to leave the paddock area now, and there's Kurt's picks on your monitors. Going with 6, Blood Money, over number 4, Emperor, and number 1, Thank You All My Fans, or Kurt's top 3 on the in-house monitors as the starters for race number 6, leaving the paddock area now. And your betting features exactor, no show betting. You have win in place, also triactor wagering, and again, barred from wagering number 6, Blood Money. So for wagering purposes, a field of 5. Blood Money racing for purse only in the upcoming 6 race. Post time in 5 minutes. Next up will be the post parade of our finale.
For race number 6 are now on to the racetrack for post parade. Race 6 is the top class of the day. It goes for a purse of $1,700. Number 1, Thank You All My Fans, owned by Kate McNeil, St. John. Bob McNeil does the training. John Davidson will do the driving from the rail. Thank You All My Fans. Number 2, Paris Beau, owned by Doug Beckwith of 2nd North River, New Brunswick. Doug does the training. Colin DeCourcy will do the driving from post 2, Paris Beau. Number 3, Fall Bliss, owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson is the trainer. Mike Downey will do the driving from post 3, Fall Bliss. Number 4, Emperor, owned by Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. Jeff does the training. He will do the driving from post 4, Emperor. Number 5, Double Down Dash, owned by Donnie Dickinson of Dunellen, Florida. Donnie does the training. He will do the driving from post 5, Double Down Dash. Number 6, Blood Money, owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick. Ellen Stevenson is the trainer. Dr. Downey will do the driving from post 6, Blood Money. And he is barred from wagering here in race number 6. That's why if you look at the board, Blood Money shows as being scratched, but he will race for purse money only here in race number 6. So as far as the pari-mutuels are concerned, just concern yourself with the first 5 horses here and bet them accordingly. The race finishes, we'll subtract Blood Money from whatever position he finishes and pay the pari-mutuels out accordingly. So just a field of 5 here for betting in race number 6. Good luck. By the way, if you haven't got into the handicapping contest, you still can. It's a great opportunity to make up some ground. As we know, the 2 leaders, they stumbled today and picked up 0.
It was starters on track for our 6th and final race of the afternoon. Yes, as the summer handicapping contest leaderboard is up on the screen. Brock just mentioned the leaders
stumbled there.
I
Yeah,
just kind of held par. I ended up with a couple of seconds today. Scotty kind of got
I got my money back on one.
On one, so you'll get some credited points. And obviously we were getting
still not enough to catch them though.
True. No, we were definitely getting the hourly updates from Harold Fazio where he was. So so it'll be interesting to see how the numbers tabulate out here next week and see where we all sit going into next week's challenge. But yes, feature race is on. 2 minutes to post here now for feature race on screen, obviously. And reminder again, barred from betting is number 6, Blood Money. He comes in off of a 4th place finish in the Governor's Plate back on July the 10th. Paced a mile 1:55.1. He raced really well in his elimination and a runner-up to Time to Dance. Paced a mile in 54.1, 28.2 on the end. Definitely the class of the field, even with the outside post, Scotty. And, I think maybe, I don't know whether Mitchell bust straight out or just wait and see how they settle before he makes the move. But obviously he's the one to beat here in race number 6.
Yeah, he in his elimination, he looked really good. Pace mile 54 and 1 behind Time to Dance, and there in the final, he got away not great on the finale, but rallied, got up for fourth. Pace mile 55 and 1. So again, he is barred from betting. So as far as the bettors are concerned, Curtis, the bettors all over number 1. Thank you, all my fans here in race number 6.
Yes, and obviously he would inherit the favorite status pretty much with Blood Money being out. I expect a big trip out of the big horse today, having rail control here this afternoon. John Davidson gets the call. Raced a couple times in Summerside and had a second place finish in 158 and 1, and then Todd drove him the next time. On July the 10th, he was rolled right on down the highway, tired to a fifth place finish, but still paced a nice mile, 157 flat. So I think without a doubt, from a betting perspective, he's the one to use on top of your triactors. I would think, obviously, from a purse perspective, he'd be second choice to Blood Money if he was in. But yeah, it's it's after that it's tough. I mean, Emperor's coming in off of the big trip, 154 and 2. We'll see how he comes off of that win, 8-length win with Kenny Murphy in the bike last week in Summerside. So, of course, we got another Downey horse in there again with Fall Bliss. So really, it's a competitive race, Scotty, if you look at it, leaving off with Blood Money out of the wagering.
Yeah, absolutely. Emperor sitting at 4-1 right now. So a $10 win ticket on number 4, Emperor, in that big trip, 154 and 2. Kenny Murphy in the bike, and that gave him his third win of the season last week. And of course, he's 6 of 11 in the top 3, and he's going to be ready to go here. It's Emperor and Jeff Lewis now at 4-5.
It's feature time. Race number 6. They're going behind the gate. Wings open. Wheels are rolling. We'll send her upstairs one more time to track announcer Brock McCachran with the race call.
Thanks, Kurt. Starters for the 6th are on the turn. Behind the gate, we have Thank You All My Fans and John Davidson. Paris Beau, Colin DeCourcy. Fall Bliss with Mike Downey. Emperor with Jeff Lewis. Outside Double Down Dash, Donnie Dickinson. Way out there, Blood Money and Dr. Downey. Field of 6, race number 6, top class time. Here they come. There they go, off and pacing. Fall Bliss fired out of there. He's the leader into the first turn. Thank you, all my fans, from the inside away second. Blood Money on the outside's got the whip on the tail, and he's driving around through the turn. Out of the first turn, Fall Bliss looks over. There's the stablemate Blood Money. He's on the move on the outside. Dr. Downey wants the front. He's going to put the big horse right where he wants him. He's on the lead on to the opening quarter. Blood Money now in command. Fall Bliss stung him away. Will sit there second. Thank you, all my fans, has third. They were by the opening quarter mile, 29 and 3. Blood Money on top. Right there, Fall Bliss. Thank you, all my fans, biding his time in third. Then we find Paris Beau fourth, Emperor fifth, and Double Down Dash is at the back as the horses come in front of the fans. First time around, they're chasing the 5-year-old son of Sweet Lou. That's Blood Money. And his lead is a length and a half for the doctor. He's under tight lines by the half. Right there second. That's his stablemate Fall Bliss by the half. 59 and 4, 30 and 1. Second panel. That's nothing for Blood Money. He shows the way as they roll by the 5/8. Right there on his back. That's Fall Bliss. On the inside, now caught in third. That's Thank You All My Fans. Up and at her. Emperor was fourth, now third on the outside. Paris Beau follows him from fifth, and Double Down Dash is at the back as they roll to 3/4. Blood Money looks strong. His lead is a length and a half. Fall Bliss the closest to him in second. 3/4 just popped up. 129 and 4. Blood Money. He's got the tap on the tail, and he opened up too. Fall Bliss is clearly second on the inside. Thank You All My Fans. Third, top of the stretch. Blood Money shows the way home. Fall Bliss is staying on the cones in second because he's got nothing for him. It's all Blood Money through the stretch. An easy winner for Dr. Downey. Second is Fall Bliss. What a battle for third. I might call Paris Beau on the outside, but we'll wait for the photo. Time for the mile. Blood Money, 158 and 4.
And a closing quarter, Blood Money, 29 seconds flat as Mitch Downey took him to the front just before the quarter pole, cleared the stablemate Fall Bliss. quarter 29-3, 59-4, 129-4, 29 home, and drives away by about 3. Fall Bliss second, as Brock said, tight for third, maybe to the outside, Paris Bow. But there is the Universum slow-mo home stretch replay. And it's Blood Money digging in. Then second, Fall Bliss, and thank you all my fans, third. But Paris Bow, he's way wide to the outside. Emperor in between horses. But in deep stretch, Blood Money, just too much for this field here this afternoon. Again, he's barred from betting. So it'll be number 3, Fall Bliss, as far as your wagering is concerned, your unofficial winner. He finishes second here, a mile 58-4, and thank you all my fans. And Paris Bow, boys, they were tight. Looks like Paris Bow maybe on the outside. So maybe a 3-7-1 here. Or sorry, a 3...
It's not the 7, Scott, I can tell you that.
Yeah, there's no 7, that's for sure.
I'm going to say it's going to pay on a 3-2-4, because it looks to me like in the photo up here we have Paris Bow nosing out Emperor. So Blood Money was your winner here in race number 6, but of course he is not part of the pari-mutuel. So pari-mutuels are going to pay out on a combination of 3-2-4. So your wins will be paid on number 3, Fall Bliss. Your exactors will be paid on the 3-2 with Paris Bow, and the triactor will pay on a 3-2-4, including Emperor in for third, as we take Blood Money off the top here, pari-mutuel wise. But making his way back to the winner's circle comes the unofficial winner of race number 6. It is the 6th entry, Blood Money. He's a brown horse, 5 years old, by Sweet Lou from the Western Ideal mare, Blood Diamond. He's owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John. Ellen Stevenson is the trainer. Dr. Downey did the driving today for Blood Money. That's win number 5 on the year from 10 starts. And that's win number 14 on his career. Blood Money stopped the clock today, 158-4. Nice trip here this afternoon. We congratulate the winner, Blood Money, and Dr. Downey, trainer Ellen Stevenson, here in race number 6. But just a note, remember, from the pari-mutuels are paying out on 3-2-4. 3-2-4 winning combinations here in race number 6. Race number 6 is going official. Race number 6 headed official. The 1, thank you all my fans, was 5th. 2, Paris Bow finished 3rd. 3, Fall Bliss was 2nd. 4, Emperor was 4th. 5, Double Down Dash 6th. And 6, Blood Money, your race winner. Top down your program should read 5-3-2-4-6-1.